Hello everyone, and welcome to the introduction video of Hanz Hugren, which is I. This video is going to be rather short, or I'm going to try to keep it that way. And it will be about basically, what my future content is going to be about. Yeah. So what will it be about? Important question. I want to create content that is wholesome. Content that helps people rearrange life for the better for themselves. I want to create content where enough people may just heed what I have to say if they find value in it, which I hope they will. That would make me very happy. So society itself may become better. So we may remember things that we once knew that have been forgotten. Let's be polite with those terms. That have been forgotten. The nature of the content that I will make. Now, what will it be about? What I intend to do in that regard is create content that is not so much going to lay down the truth, as so many tend to do. I would much rather want that people make up their own minds. I have no interest whatsoever in laying out my thoughts and going into discussion on why it is right or why it is wrong. Because most of the time who knows? Maybe both. It sometimes all depends on perspective too, right? And with that, yes, I want to create content where I lay out my thoughts, and then you as the viewer, if you want to follow me, can decide for yourself what you think of it. Agree, disagree, agree partly, disagree partly. Those are the best trains of thoughts, aren't they? Where you pick out what is valuable and what you leave and isn't valuable to you, but may yet be valuable for someone else. That's what I want to do. Now, what will it all be about specifically? I can go very detailed, but I'm going to leave that for other videos. In main lines, in the big lines of what my content is going to be about, what I intended to be about, some new things may come, a few things may vanish. That all remains to be seen. But I want it to be about society. I want it to be about self-improvement. I want it to be about European spirituality too, because our own gods interest me very much. And I do think it is a pity that so few of us still connect with them in their own ways. I am a very big fan of listening to everyone's individual stories. Definitely would appreciate if people want to share something regarding that, so long as it's done in a respectful manner towards others who have lived different lives and therefore will have different stories. I think that's fair enough, right? What else? Yeah, there is one more thing. And I think it's rather unique. I do not believe many others have brought it up before. And it is understanding and looking at the patterns in society and nature. And through these patterns come to the conclusion that you might say there are several narratives that are sometimes pre-packaged and sometimes open for change that are presented to us. Now, what does that all mean? That in itself would be, would be worth quite a few hours to go on about. And that is exactly what a lot of content of mine will be about. But I'll try to, keep it clean, short, cut in parts that people can connect with one another if they want, or just leave as a parts if that is more to their liking. I leave that up to you. And to question these narratives, to see, where do I fit in all of this? Where can I find improvement? What is it actually that may be damaging even? I believe those are some big lines. European spirituality, questioning society, self-improvement, and questioning narratives. The way how I want to go about that, of course, is that I will, I'll pick out a topic among those big lines, and how I'm going to go about it is basically that I present my thoughts, with which you do what you want, as I already mentioned. And then I will leave also a suggestion, an alternative, with what you can do as you please. I believe that is the best way to go about it, because that gives you the freedom to think for yourself. Pardon me. It gives you the freedom to think for yourself, which is what I want in people, and to do as you please with it. Hopefully for the better, right? Is there something else that I should be mentioning at the moment? I believe there's one last thing. I want to see a counter to a lot of what I believe in society is damaging to many people. I want to see hope again. I want to see more laughter, healthy laughter, not these fake grins on people's faces to mask the pain that they are in, or the horror that they may suffer from. Who knows? I believe that is far more present than we all dare to admit, for good reason. I mean, without an alternative to the horror, and then to have to admit that to yourself, I think that would be psychologically damaging to many of us, as I believe it already has for many. But yeah, we will get into that into the future. I hope people will embrace that. I hope people will find value in what I bring. I hope that many people who want hope, who could use a bit of hope, who could use a bit of happiness, may just bump along with us. If you find an interest yourself in following me. And are there perhaps a few more things that I would like to delve into detail about? Just for fun. I believe protecting children is going to be a big deal of what I talk about. Discussing deities. And I do intend to... I won't necessarily leave aside the big well-known ones. I also think that there has been enough, justified criticism in how some of these European deities have been betrayed. Betrayed. But I meant to say portrayed on TV. Or sometimes in video games, that kind of depends. What else? Yeah, there is so much at once. You know what? I think I'll leave it for now. I believe that has been enough to ponder about, to, make come look for the second episode. And with that, Hanz Hugren is signing off, and I wish you all a good day. Bye bye.